Oliver Fade Takes It There contains strong language, intense violence, and is not intended for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, and welcome. This is Oliver Fade, and I'm bringing you the podcast that speaks the truth about the streets.
What you doing on our turf, punk? What you doing on our turf?
Okay, well, we're back with another episode. I don't know which episode this is, but it's like close to 10. I just can't remember. And this time we have Dro, a friend of mine, another friend of mine I grew up with. Thanks for being on the show, Dro. I appreciate you taking the time and making your way out here. How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. It's cooling. It's chilling.
How'd you wake up?
I woke up at 8, man. You know, had a lot of things to do this morning. Kind of got into a little confrontation with my girl, but
You're good now, though?
yeah, just moving past all
Life happens.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, it happens, but you're here.
that. Yep.
So, this show is for most of my guests have been through some shit,
Right.
and unfortunately, you've been through some shit. So, let's get into a little bit of what you've been through, and maybe I could start off with explaining to the audience, because not everyone knows you the way I do. So, you can tell us a little bit about where you're from, like originally, where maybe your family's from, because you're Puerto Rican, and did your mom come from Puerto Rico? Did you come from Puerto Rico?
Well, my mom was born in Puerto Rico, but she grew up in the Humboldt Park area.
Okay.
So yeah, and that's where I was born, in the Humboldt Park area, though. But,
Oh, really? Okay.
my mom moved me at a very young age to over there on Oakley.
How old were you when you moved to?
2 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was living there. I've been living there my whole life. My mom still owns around there and stuff. So
Cool. Okay, so your mom came from Puerto Rico. You were born in Humboldt Park.
yeah,
That's a pretty famous place in Chicago that a lot of Puerto Ricans go to. It's like a hub, you could say, right?
yep,
And then you end up in the Southside,
yep.
and I'm sure your mom didn't know she was moving to like maybe a rough area. So it ends up being that.
Yep.
And as a kid, did you notice it was rough? Did you think it was rough? How'd you view your neighborhood?
Not really, I mean, I didn't feel like it was rough because that was just our everyday thing out there, like,
It was normal.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, as a kid, you didn't understand it, you know what I mean? You're still young. But as I got older, I started understanding what was going on around the neighborhood. But being around it, being out there in my neighborhood, did it bother me or anything? No, I love my neighborhood, being out there with the kid, one of my guys, a lot of my friends, we used to go ride bikes, get on the train, walk the tracks, get it on the baseball field, we did all types of stuff, so.
This is before gangs.
Yeah, this is way before
You're just
that.
being a kid.
Yeah.
Throwing rocks at the freight train.
Doing all that, running up and down the tracks and,
Yeah.
just getting into whatever we can.
So what drew you into the other side of that, where now there's gangs involved?
Well, at a young age, I felt like, I don't know, like, I was always drawn to that. I guess I was attracted to it.
What you like guns, or what is it?
No, it wasn't that. Like, how can I say it? Like, most of my family, though, too, is, like, involved with, like, the streets and
Okay.
stuff.
So you have family that's...
Yeah, and
So you're growing up as a kid, and, like,
seeing these things.
an older person in your family is in a gang.
Yeah.
So to you, that's like a thing.
Yeah, it's like norm, It's like...
Yeah.
So, as you know, as I started getting older, a little bit older, you know, I started hanging around with friends that were in gangs, and
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's how I started getting involved. You know.
It's basically the culture, the
Yeah.
Chicago culture, gang culture that's surrounding you, and you're part of it. And it's all normal. And like, at what age do you remember it taking over your life?
Well, let me see. When I started getting involved heavily,
Yeah, or at all. Like, how old were
I
you?
was like, man, 10, 11 when I started being around the guys.
Damn. I
I
mean,
was real young.
I remember, man, I was like, fucking Dro is bad. Like,
This nigga out there.
we
dude.
were little, dude. And you were like, you were on some like wild shit. But, you know, not just you, but I just you specifically though, since this is your story. I'm like remembering how we were super young, and you're younger than me, so like you were like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Wow. So you started getting involved, and then eventually you did join a gang. What age were you at that point?
Well, when I got involved, I was probably like already 13, 14. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's when I got
that's
in already. I was
that's
ready,
when now
yeah.
you're in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like 13, 14. Yeah.
that's very young.
Yup.
Like, how do you look at that now? At this age, a 13, 14 year, 13, or even 10 or 11 being in that.
Well, I look at it now way differently because it's like, you know, as a child, you know, you want a child to live their childhood life, not go in a direction that's going to lead them astray, you know what I mean? And give them all basically their war wounds, their time you did, and people you done lost. I don't want them to experience that pain. I would go back and tell myself that, you know what I mean? Like, this is what you're going to go through years later down the line, you know what I mean? If you,
The reality of
yeah. you
like
know
the
what I mean?
consequences.
Yeah, that's what I will go back and tell myself now, but, you know,
Yeah.
I wasn't at the stage I am in my life.
And there
at
wasn't
that age.
anyone there to be like, hey, this is
Yeah.
this is the consequences.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You
it's,
know, it
it's
was-
just happening.
Yeah, you know who was there for me, so
Yeah.
I was just. I mean, I was raised good, you know. I got a good. My mom always was there for me, you know. But you know my situation, so
Do you want to talk about that?
it's a yeah, whatever.
Tell the audience your situation.
Well, I was raised by my mom. You know, I got a brother, older brother. You know, everybody knows him from the neighborhood. Boo Boo,
Boo
my
Boo.
brother.
Hell yeah.
So you know, he's been over there his whole life too. So
Boo Boo's a special needs.
yeah, he's autistic, got autism.
And he's older than you.
Yeah, speech. His speech. He can't really communicate with people. In his mind, he's still like a child, even though he's 40 years old now.
Yeah.
But in his mind, he's teenager.
But growing up in the hood with a special needs brother, that had a huge impact on how you have to kind of deal with life.
Yeah, cause I had to grow up fast.
Because we were all outside. We
Yeah.
weren't like kids that hung out in the house. We were
Yeah.
like outside all the time.
Yeah, and then that's what I'm
And
saying.
Boo Boo was out there
Yeah, and
with us.
that's what I'm saying too. So
You got to look out for him.
that's where I had to grow up fast, Like my mom didn't really play that with me. Like she sat me down, taught me one thing. This is how you work this. This is what you do, and boom, move to the next one. Because now I gotta, as I got of age, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now it's my responsibility to take care of my older brother, even though it shouldn't be like that.
Even though you're just a kid.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But my mom's working, you know what I mean?
Right,
She's
right.
doing her thing. So I had to step up and But I was, out there in the streets too. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's just a challenge.
Right. Big challenge.
Yeah, played a big part of my life, making me grow up fast, and that's one of the reasons why I felt like, I got involved with the streets, and growing up too fast, and probably just being there to.
It's also like a lot of people talk about it as like another support system too, like a family.
Yep.
You know. Did you, speaking of Boo Boo, did he ever get in trouble with the cops?
No.
Because he used to do rowdy shit.
Yeah, but
He didn't know.
no,
any better.
he used to like throw rocks and stuff, bust windows. But no, he never got like.
He never
A couple
got-
times the police jumped out on him.
Right, I
And
saw.
they hemmed him up, but a lot of us like ran over there and like no, especially like me.
Yeah,
Ran over like, but then that's like he's autistic and the police are like back up, like he don't understand, and then they'll know, because they'll get in real trouble, because he ain't like us,
Right.
he don't understand.
he's not a criminal.
No,
He just doesn't know any better.
yeah, he's very smart though, so
Remember, I can't remember if you were there. I know your mom was there. Boo Boo there was like some altercation going on in the neighborhood. And Boo Boo must have been curious because he took the cop's gun.
get him.
He did. He took the cop's gun from his holster. And the cop fucking freaked out. A couple cops, and they like tackled him and shit.
I don't remember.
And
that.
like your mom was on it, and they let him go. But it was like, they thought he was trying to do some shit. They didn't know that Boo Boo was just, curious and like, let me see this gun, right?
I know, man.
No, you didn't know that?
I probably must have been somewhere.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like, you've dealt with a lot of stuff with Boo Boo growing up and
Yeah.
having to look after your brother.
Yep, definitely did.
So, if it's all right with you, could we talk about Rest in Peace Angel?
Oh yeah, this is good.
Yeah, so Angel, I mean, didn't you have a lot of experiences with him?
Yeah, he's like in my family.
Yeah.
He's in my family. Well, my other cousin. Well, he's not my cousin really, but he's like my cousin. We basically raised me too. Psycho, rest in peace, as everybody knows.
Yeah,
So that's his brother,
right.
and as we were young, we used to always be around him. Well, I used to always be around him a lot too. And I guess too, that played a big part of my life too, though. Seeing him out there and
Like he was, in a way, he was like like a mentor to you,
yeah,
like a big brother.
yeah.
So, like no one knows, the listeners, they don't know Angel, right? They don't know what happened to Angel.
No, well,
So-
if you're from our neighborhood, then you know.
Right, but would you be okay with talking about what happened to Angel?
Well, I mean, everybody knows. Well, if you're from our neighborhood.
If you're from Australia and you're listening, you don't know.
Oh, well, he got killed by street violence, as in being involved in a gang and stuff. So that's what happened to him. I don't want to get into like too much
Okay.
detail about it, but he got killed in street violence. And yeah, I was young too, so he was young.
How old were you?
I was like 12.
How old was Angel?
At that time,
I think, was he 17?
I think so, 17, 18 probably.
And how did that, like, well, where were you? How did you find out?
I was by one of my friend's house, matter of fact, sleeping over.
Okay. In the neighborhood?
In the neighborhood, yep.
Did you happen to hear anything?
No, I didn't even hear it that night.
Okay, so
I
you
didn't even
woke
hear
up.
nothing. But when I woke up, when we woke up, it was because my friend's sister was crying real bad. They're related to us too.
Okay.
And she was really crying. I was like, "What's going on?" And that's when they said, like, "Man, Angel got killed." He had just recently had got killed because they were running out there, but the ambulance was there, and they were fighting with the police, and it was just crazy. I was young at that time too, so I didn't really know what was going on. But I'm just
What did that make you like feel, or what was your experience when you found that out? Because this is like your big brother, basically.
Yeah, as in he was, after we found out, and now like a part of you is gone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, that
Because
time,
you were super young,
yeah,
and you see the streets. This is like you're starting to learn what's happening.
Yeah, but I wasn't fully understanding it then at that age, like why he got killed. Now I understand it, and I mean that's if that's the life you choose, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's only a couple ways out, but being at that age, you don't know that,
Yeah.
So I didn't really know what to feel because I was so young,
Yeah.
You feel emotions like, damn, my family's gone. They killed my cousin, and
Was it like, did you cry?
I can't even remember. I ain't even gonna lie.
Because when you're super young and shit like that happens, sometimes it's like you can't even process to that degree
Right.
till years later.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to,
Yeah. So that's where you're at
Yeah.
that point.
So now, I just be trying to just be staying away from a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So then, I mean, you're just a kid at this point, and you're, going and experiencing a lot. And even at a young age, you got arrested.
Yeah. Juvenile.
So you went to juvie.
Yeah. I went to juvenile too. Been in juvenile.
So at what age did you get arrested for like the first time you went to jail?
I was 15, I think. Yeah, 15. Yeah, 15.
Well, what'd you do?
I got caught with a strap, with a gun.
Damn. 15 years old, gun case, first thing.
Yeah, gun case.
Okay. And what'd you have to serve? At that age, how does the system treat you?
Well, I didn't really serve no time at that time because they let me out. Like your parents could come and sign you out. Like you didn't really go to jail unless you kept getting in trouble. But that was later on down the line because I kept getting in trouble, and then I ended up going.
So this is, yeah. So this is like, this kind of sparked up a topic in my mind. Part of the reason why shorties hold the strap,
Right.
is because you could just get signed
Yeah.
out. You don't really go to jail and serve a bunch of time. You go to jail for a day or so.
Right. Not even shit.
So this is like a strategy used in like the hood where people, the older members are like, okay, the shorty holds it because you get less time. Is that why you were holding it, or you were holding it because you just that's what you wanted to do?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
You're like, I want to hold the gun.
Yeah.
I told you were wild.
I was always at that time I was fascinated about them. So
Yeah.
it was my decision to grab the strap, and whatever happened, happened.
So like New Year's comes and there's a reason to shoot it off in the air.
Nah, not really.
Nah.
Yeah. You're wasting.
You're wasting bullets.
Yeah.
now you got to clean the gun. New Year's is fun though, because it's like, it's just gunshots everywhere in Chicago. You're like, damn.
They do me.
It gets rowdy no matter where you go. I try to leave the hood once for New Year's, And I went to my grandma's house. And she lived over there by like 55th and Fairfield.
Yeah.
I thought I was leaving the hood. There's like gunshots over there. It's just everywhere. Everywhere in Chicago. I thought only Oakley was bad. So 15 years old, you catch a juvenile case. And at this point, like how much time do you think you've served in jail behind bars?
Counting juvenile too?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, juvenile. I was in and out of
You
jail.
were 15.
Yeah, I didn't get off of juvenile parole till I was 21 though, and I was in and out of fucking IDOC for that and Little Joliet.
What is that?
That's it's the
Statesville?
no, it's for the juveniles. It's like the joint for the juveniles.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
What? There's a joint for the juveniles?
yeah.
Damn.
So I was in and out of there for a while.
So even if you're in Cook County, they send you to Joliet?
No. When you turn, they say if you get charged, you could get, if they charge you as an adult, then when you turn 18, you go to Cook County.
Oh, they send you.
Yeah, because you're
once
still
you-
on, you're a juvenile. You'll be in juvenile custody till you turn 18. Or 17 now, I think.
Okay.
But I caught my case when I was 15, and then I ended up catching more cases years, I mean, you know, as I was,
As time went by.
yeah, as time went by, and then I end up.
What kind of cases?
Stolen car cases. Couple,
You stole a car?
well, we used to be clowning around, a lot of us, so.
It was more for like fun?
Yeah, we used to just always be riding. You know?
So it was like, all right, you're going to take this car for a joyride. and what, you're driving?
Yeah, a couple of them.
So you're taking who? The pizza guy? The pizza delivery guy?
Nah, we just go, you know, and
Whatever car?
yeah.
Is there like a specific car that you're like, I want to take that one? Or is it more like, this one's easy, so let's do this one?
Yeah, more like that.
Like
Like
if it's
this one's
easier?
easy, yeah.
Not like...
Because we were young, you know.
So you know
Well,
how to
I was young,
hotwire a
too.
car at that age?
Nah, we didn't do that. We didn't have wire no cars.
You're talking about taking somebody's keys?
Nah, we used to peel the ignition.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. So, but that was with the old school cars. Now I don't even think they make those like that no more.
Where you could just stick a screwdriver.
Yeah, shit like that. You already know.
So, what other cases did you go to, or did you get involved with?
We got, I think, like another gun case. Yep, another gun case.
What kind of gun?
I got caught with a revolver.
The first time?
Yeah, the first time.
That was a revolver?
Yeah.
What about the
I
second
think
time?
the second time too.
Revolver?
Yeah.
So like you grew up in the hood, you're you know, gang banging and you're in jail, you're like going through some shit. You're playing with these guns. What kind of guns did you see in the streets? Like what's your favorite that you got to hold or see? Like did you see any Uzis? You're like, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get into too much detail about stuff I seen.
What?
and
Oh,
stuff,
okay. But
you
there's
know,
shit out
But
there.
I seen a lot of stuff, so
There's shit out there.
yeah. I
Yeah.
seen a lot of stuff, so I guess that's played a role too at how I got fascinated by guns and stuff.
It's almost like you got a passion and now you're like carrying them around, but not legally. But if you get caught, you go to jail.
Yeah.
So guns and stolen cars.
Oh yeah. Well, that's as a juvenile.
As a juvenile.
Yeah.
What about when you got, past 18?
Well, when I got past 18, I didn't get my first adult case till I was about like 23, 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then That's when I had went to the county. I mean, I had got arrested. They used to always lock us up on the block, like the police would ride through.
For what?
Lock us up for being out there like some disorderly conduct, just to get us off the streets. You know how they'll come and sweep us up or on some cleanup or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I forgot what they used to call it when they just come and just lock everybody up.
Paddy wagon?
Yeah, and just come scoop everybody up. So I used to have a lot of them on my background too, but those were like misdemeanors and shit. But I didn't really get like an adult case, like a felony. So I was like, 23, 24. So yeah, then I went to jail for drugs and guns.
Drugs and guns.
Yeah. I went to jail for that. And my first adult case, I was in the county for a little while. I ended up going to boot camp. Yep,
Was that a choice?
Yeah, it was a choice. I could have went to the adult prison,
So they gave you a choice. You could go to adult prison or boot
take
camp.
boot camp. Yeah, so I went with the boot camp, and then I did boot camp.
How was that? How was boot camp?
I went downstate.
So is it a bunch of criminals just like working out?
Yeah. Well, yeah, everybody they locked up. We locked up. So.
Well, you're getting trained to be a soldier?
No, it's kind of like that's what they have like military style, but they ain't training you to do no soldier stuff.
So they're more like discipline.
It's like disciplining you. Yeah, like giving you discipline and stuff.
And how do they do that? By giving you
more
out. Push-ups?
Yeah, working you out, running.
So they don't hit you?
No.
They're not like, I'm not going to say my mom's name, but they're not like her where she gets a fucking hanger and they don't hit you.
No, they ain't hitting
They're just like more push-ups.
Yeah.
So if you're bad, you're more push-ups.
Yeah.
Does that work?
I mean, if you want to go home, because it's lesser time than going to the prison. It's like you'll do like 4 or 5 months in boot camp instead of doing like 2.5 years in prison. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they kind of hold it over your head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you get in trouble in this
that sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If you get in trouble in this program, we'll send you to prison, you still got to do this time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you complete this program, then we'll let you out early.
Yeah, I got you.
So I went to it. But I ended up getting in trouble in the program too.
What'd you do?
I fought.
You got in a fight?
Yeah, 2 times.
Why'd you fight?
Man, with some other motherfuckers from around, not the neighborhood, but some other people from Chicago in the opposition.
Oh, gang shit.
Yeah, and I ended up fighting with them.
Did anything get too serious where like people are hospitalized?
No, it wasn't like that.
Did you ever see something like that in jail?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What'd you see?
Motherfuckers getting their ass beat, stabbed, and all type of shit.
Stabbed?
Yeah. Well, shit, I was just right now recently somewhere, and, it gets crazy, so.
Well, what'd you see?
I said it gets crazy.
What did you see?
Well, I don't want to get into too much detail, but, I was...
Somebody got stabbed?
That's what right now, like, how can I explain this? Where I was. Okay, it's like, I got locked up again as my adult. Now I'm a little bit more older. I had went to federal prison too.
You did federal time.
Yeah, I did federal time. So this is where I'm talking about. I seen a lot of stuff in federal prison.
So federal prison compared to state,
right?
Is it? What's the difference? What do you
Way
see?
Different.
How is it different?
As in people, everything. How's it ran? Because you're in this place with people from all over the world, really, for real. These people are people from California, Texas. You got people from Nigeria, all types of people from everywhere. So it's a whole different environment than the state, because the state is, where you're from, your state. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
You still have similar people
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
You run into more people you might
Yeah.
even know.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or know you or something.
Yeah. In the federal system, nah, it's a whole different ballgame. So
But is it more secured? Or is it like harder? Do they have better food? Like, what's the deal with that?
I ain't gonna say is it more secure. No, I mean, because some places where you at is open. So, but is it better than the state? In my opinion, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's just how it's ran. You know what I mean?
But it's still rowdy because you said like
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
goes
it's
down.
definitely rowdy. It's rowdy.
So you saw something go down in
Yeah,
federal
I
prison.
seen in federal prison. That's what I'm saying. I seen a lot of stuff go down in federal prison.
Like more so than state.
yeah, more so than state. That's
Why is that?
Because it's a whole different environment. You know what I mean? You
It's
got people
more
from
chaos.
Yeah, you got people from different places that don't tolerate a lot of stuff from people from this place might tolerate, or they
Different,
run different ways. You know what I mean?
different cultures.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Looking at someone or not looking at someone could be read differently.
right.
Forms of respect.
Yep. That's how That's how definitely it is in the federal.
What caused you to catch a federal case?
I don't want. I had got locked up, and the feds picked up my case, so I don't want to get into too much detail about my.
Is ongoing.
No, it's not ongoing. I'm right now just.
Well, you're out.
I'm out. I'm on probation right now, so.
You're on federal probation.
Yeah, I'm on federal
okay.
probation, so I don't like talking about my case and none of that stuff. I don't want to.
What about talking about like, did it ever cross your mind to like escape prison?
Hell no. Why would I? Shit, I
I don't
have
know.
I didn't have no life sentence.
So like, what's the max that you had to face? What time?
On this one,
The max time that you ever had to face?
10 years
Okay.
that I was fighting for my federal case. They were trying to give me 10 years.
Oh, this was
almost 10 years. They were trying to give me almost 10 years.
Okay. So that still doesn't really spark your like instinct to be like, I need to, like escape this.
No,
As opposed to,
'cause
like,
shit, I got light at the end of the tunnel.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? I'm like, hey, it's not forever. You know what I mean? Why? And then two, shit, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. Trying to do some shit like that, you might end up killed in that motherfucker or something.
By who?
By the police or something. Shit, you can't just. You ain't escaping jail like that. This ain't no movie.
No, I know. I'm trying to figure that out.
Hell
Like,
no, this ain't no movie.
Because I saw you could use a spoon to like,
Nah,
dig a tunnel
nah,
with
you
a
ain't
spoon,
doing none of that in these
and then you
places.
just throw the dirt in the yard while you're walking around.
Nah,
No, that's that Shawshank Redemption. I don't know if you saw that.
yeah,
I got you. So you're free now,
yeah.
and aside from prison, there's shit that you went through. You got shot.
Yeah, at a young age.
What happened when you got shot? Who shot you? Where were you standing? What happened there?
Well, I got shot when I was 15. Who shot me was, opposition gang shot me. I was on Oakley by, in between Oakley, really going in between Place and Street.
50th
Yeah.
place, 50th Street on
Yeah.
Oakley.
So I was there and,
A drive-by then.
yeah, I drive by.
So were you by yourself?
I was with my guy, one of my guys, and two girls.
Where'd you get shot?
In my leg.
Were you able to walk away?
No.
So what, they carried you?
Yeah.
You got carried.
Yeah, I got carried.
Where'd you get carried to?
to one of the guys. Who was it? Well, I was in one of the guys' car. They ended up driving me to the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How serious was it? Did it hit anything major where you're like, they want to amputate?
I didn't really know how serious it was at the time, but
How old were you?
15.
So you're just a kid.
Yeah.
You get shot.
Yeah.
Were you like, damn, I'm gonna die?
Yeah, at first. I mean, yeah, at the end,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to die because I started panicking. I seen so much blood
Oh,
that I was
yeah?
going to die.
Well, you could die.
Then then my cousin came and had to slap me a couple times to get me back in reality.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing? You were yelling out, I'm gonna die?
Yeah.
Oh, straight
And then
up?
my cousin was like, that's the one that took me to the car, so. And he ended up bailing in the car with me, driving us to the hospital. We ended up driving me to the hospital with some of the other guys.
Damn.
Yeah. I got shot at that age, and my leg was stuck for a while.
Stuck?
Yeah. It was
Like in place?
yeah, in place.
you couldn't
I
use
couldn't
it?
walk. I couldn't move. Well, I couldn't do nothing. Couldn't move it. Nothing. It was stuck like that for about 4 or 5 months.
Oh, damn.
6 months probably. I don't know.
Did that scare you too?
Yeah, it definitely did. Because I wasn't unable to do really nothing. I had to learn how to start walking and everything. Using I was on crutches for a while. While on crutches.
Were you still active as like a game banger while you were on crutches?
Yeah, I used to be outside all the time.
Damn.
All the time with the guys.
This guy's crazy.
We'd be outside but a lot of the times though too, they'll be out there. A lot of people will be around. I wouldn't be too close by the guys, but I'll be outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be around.
Did you have a cast?
Did I? No, I didn't, cause I got shot on my inner thigh.
You couldn't bend it anyway.
Yeah, so I had a lot of nerve damage, I guess, cause my leg was stuck. I got shot in my inner right thigh. So that's how I got shot.
So when you got shot and you're going through this, were you thinking like of retaliation? Were you like, fuck this, like they're gonna get it?
Well, I mean,
Or were you like, no, the violence ends here?
nah.
You're right.
I was not at that age. I was,
You were more
involved.
You were
with
heated.
Yeah, I was
You were
heated.
heated.
I was just like, when a motherfucker get right, it's gonna be.
And that's just the way of the streets.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. So, yeah.
And ever since this started happening in your life and you got jail, throughout these experiences while you're in like the system's hands, like prison, is anyone talking to you about your mental health?
What they do have things in there that help you out with it, but you have to go in there and like basically volunteer, and then they probably gonna want to put your.
Oh, but you don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
But
then they probably gonna try to get your ass medication or some type of shit.
Is this just like
Thinking you crazy.
Are you just assuming this, or you know this?
Well, I'm assuming, but
Okay.
a lot of times I see
some of
people
the-
on medication.
Instead of, yeah, which is like you're not interested in medication.
No,
So there's services, but usually it's now they're gonna try to hook you on some pills to control your mind,
yeah,
as opposed to like how do you deal with it on a daily basis without drugs,
right,
like whatever pills they got.
yeah,
So there is something,
yeah. They have a lot of stuff, and
but you have to volunteer.
yeah,
There's not like a person going around talking to you about your mental health.
I can't even remember when if they had that in the feds, but I know they had classes and stuff that you can go to, and you can talk about stuff like that, but I don't remember if they had people walking around. They probably have put it like on a bulletin board and like you could sign up for these classes and stuff. They didn't have people really walking around doing shit like that in prison where I was at. They'll put it on a bulletin board and let you know what classes are, and then you'll show up to the classes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you'll find out what they're doing in the classes then, you know? So
I see. Because we talked about before the show started, we talked about how you're aware of trauma, mental health.
right.
When did you become aware of how all this has an effect on you?
Oh, just recently I had went to a little program that
Recently, meaning like after you're out of this last
yeah,
time you
just
served
recently, like a couple weeks ago.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was in a program.
So you lived this entire rowdy, crazy life, and just a couple weeks ago, you're starting to realize that there's like your mental health is affected by all this.
Yeah, because, you know, I went to a program, they had broken down to me in the terms that I had understood now, but, you know, like with trauma, how certain things that we don't think that trauma is, but it's not an
just
everyday.
normal. It's normal to you.
Yeah, it's an everyday routine for us. But to other people, it's not their routine. It's not a normal thing. So, you know, I just recently learned it. So, yeah, you know, like, you understand, like, you know, being out there in the streets and where we come from, walking down the street, you're just steady looking around or
Right.
just always aware of your surroundings, or even when you're driving, you know,
Yeah, you're alert.
yeah.
Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you know, as in to us, well, to me, I'm going to say me, as in to me, that's a norm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a normal thing.
Yeah.
But if I go and ask someone else, say I go ask a man in downtown that's working this job or something, I say, hey, man, you be walking down the street looking and always aware and
Driving,
leaving
leaving
in the
space,
rear
leaving
view,
space
yeah.
between the car in front of you so you could jet.
Yep. So, you know, and he might look at me like, you know, like,
What's your problem?
right, you know, like, what,
Yeah, PTSD.
yeah, like, what's been going on with you? And people don't do that.
So see, it's amazing that you're just coming to realize this.
Yeah.
If you realized this when 10 years ago, you might have been looking at life differently.
Definitely.
Because it's very damaging to, you know, you're dealing with it. You don't know you're dealing with it. And then you're dealing with more on top of it. Have you ever seen someone die?
No.
You've seen
Like, I seen a lot of people get shot
You've seen
real bad, but I haven't seen no
real bad, like how?
like in the head,
But they didn't die?
but they didn't die. I seen
You saw someone get shot in the head?
yeah.
What happened there?
Well, you know, someone came through shooting on the block and someone got shot in the head. And, you know, we were out there. You know? Just, well, you know, everything's, you know, he's good now. And but that wasn't just the only one I seen. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff I seen. But I haven't been, like, hands-on when someone died right there next to me or something. You know, I haven't had that experience.
Well, what about when you were in jail? People getting stabbed. Did anyone die from that? That you know of?
No, not that I know of. I mean, people die in jail, but shit, not I ain't know them.
I got you.
You know, these people from all over the world. You know, people overdosing in that place and doing all, you know, whatever the hell they do. So, yeah, I seen that, but I didn't know them. Yeah, I was just going on with my routine, like, hey, shit, I need to get the fuck out this motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to die in this bitch.
So what's the Is there an incident in your life, like a violent incident that like follows you, that you think about in particular? Because you probably have a shitload.
I definitely do, but I mean, a couple, 2, 3 occasions that I end up stranded somewhere, and motherfucker thought it was really gonna be the end.
You did?
Yeah.
Why, you're
But-
like in someone else's hood or something?
Yeah.
And you're on foot? type
Got
of thing?
stranded. We were in the car, and we
okay.
had to get out and fight our way out that bitch.
Fight your way out.
And so a couple times, I thought about it. Like, damn, is this it? But thanks to my higher power that it wasn't. I mean, it happened to me a couple times though, so I know that for a reason that I'm here for a reason. You know what I mean? Because I've been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I know.
So how do you view things now? I mean, you're fresh. You're out of federal prison. You're starting to understand the mental health behind all this, how it's damaging to a lot of people that grow up in it. And now that you're conscious of it, how do you view life at this point? Like, are you what direction are you looking at when, as far as the future goes?
Well, I'm just trying to better myself, taking it a day at a time and focusing on my children and just bettering my future, for them. And
so you have kids to look after, then that's your priority.
yeah, helping my mom out, being there for my mom. She always been there for me. And
so, like, if your kids wanted to join a gang, what would you think about that?
I mean, I would tell them what it is. You know what I mean? I would just tell them how the game is. I mean, what the outcome is, and hey, you decide to go that way. You know what comes with it. I mean, what at that age, a lot of people told me not to do things, and I still did what I did.
People are gonna
And
do
these
it.
are, you know what I mean, and those
Yeah.
are choices you have to live with in life. So,
But you wouldn't necessarily want them to, or you're saying
hell
you'd be
no.
all right
Why
with
would
it?
I want them to go through the things that I went through? Who would want their children to go through that? I mean, not anybody in their right mind, you know what I mean? Hell no, shit, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want my sons to go through that, or my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody's kids, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't...
So in other words, now that you've experienced all this, you're not necessarily like, it's not okay. You're saying it's not okay for the streets to have any of this? Like, if it were up to you, it wouldn't exist?
Well,
the gangs,
that
the
shit
fucking...
is always gonna be there. It ain't gonna go nowhere.
Right,
No
but
matter what. So I don't have power like that.
right. But I'm saying,
But
you're not necessarily...
I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't want it to exist. You know what I mean? Because that's part of history. But
Oh, I got you. You can't do nothing about the past.
I don't know. As in, I would say, like, would I choose to go that way, that route again?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
You know what I mean? Nah. Where would I be now if I didn't go that way? You know what I mean? Shit, you never know.
Right.
Now it took me, being at the age I am now, to start getting my life right when I could have had my life right when I was younger and been set at the age I am now. You know what I mean?
So, like, let's say there's, younger people listening that are like, they want to be out there. They want to be holding the strap. What advice would you give them now, going through what you've gone through, if they're listening? Dro from the streets, who's, survived and is here to be able to say something to the youth, to be like, hey, you know, what would you say? What would you want them to know?
Like, man, you know, hey, there's a lot that comes with that, you know, so
Like what?
like a lot of consequences,
So
as in holding this strap, you know, so are you ready to deal with that? That's what I would say. You know what I mean?
so now that you're basically like in the process of healing, which, you know, that's a lifelong thing. What do you do to help you get by and help your mind deal with everything you've experienced? What's something that helps you that maybe a listener could, you know, be like, oh, maybe I'll try that?
well, I smoke, you know, I smoke,
What do you smoke?
bud.
The ganja?
Yeah, so I smoke a little bit. I be doing a lot of things with my family and shit, with my girl.
Spend time with family?
Yeah, you know, my peoples. And, you know, I just try to keep myself more entertained with my family, you know,
Yeah.
than, you know, focusing on the streets. And then, you know, don't get me wrong, I still fight my demons every day, you know what I mean?
You fight your demons every day.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
How do you fight them?
Because, you know, sometimes you just want to, you know, get out there in the streets.
You want to get rowdy?
Yeah, be out there.
Anger,
Let's
you-
not get rowdy. It's like, you know, you want to be out there. You know, I'm not intentionally saying you want to get rowdy or anything.
You just
no,
wanna
you
be
just want to
out
be out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But being out in the streets, you know what I'm saying, has a lot of consequences that come with that shit though too. You know what I'm saying? Especially now how it is, especially in Chicago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's very dangerous in being out there. You know, I don't want to put my family through anything again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or end up, you know, harming. You know, I don't want to do that no more. So that's why I should just be focusing on my family and shit. And
So
just
you think about what the consequences might be, and that's what helps you make a better decision.
Definitely.
You smoke a little bit of weed, calms you down. You're taking care of your family. That's your
Yeah.
priority.
Yeah,
You're focusing on more positive things, and that's helping you get by.
definitely.
Are you involved with any programs that help as far as like, what'd you say you went to?
Father, it's what was it? A father's parent program or something like a father's parent program or something.
What'd you think about that?
I think it was good. It was real good. I liked
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
Is that free or people have to pay?
Well, you know, I had went through it through my federal shit, so.
So it's part of what like the system?
No, it wasn't part of that.
Oh, that's
You
a
know,
choice.
I signed up. Yeah, I signed up for that shit willingly. I wanted to do it, you know, to see what I can get out of it, and
So
know,
there's-
just to better understand, you know what I'm saying, my family and how they feel, and
Yeah.
my kids and stuff, you know.
And you're
so
saying it helps.
it definitely does.
Okay.
Does.
What's it called?
It was a father's program or something. I forgot the name of it. It was something.
So, but it's a father's program.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I had went to it, but it was good. I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, that might be helpful for fathers that are in similar situations like you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the solutions are in like the knowledge. If you don't know any better,
Definitely.
but now that you know, it's like maybe I could practice living this way.
Oh yeah, and then you stay out the way, stay out of trouble. You be out of jail, shit.
So, I mean, it seems like you're really careful about talking. That seems like, you know, the streets, they taught you to like not say much.
Yeah.
It's like a street code.
I guess, you know, yeah, but
Yeah,
you know.
no, that's what it is. So I'm talking about it, and you're really good at it. So is talking to people in general, like when you don't know someone, do you have trouble like opening up or at least being friendly, and you just stick with your like who you know to be cool with, or are you pretty outgoing after, you know, experiencing this?
I mean, I feel now I'm an outgoing person, but I'm just not gonna walk up to anybody and be on some friendly shit. Cause hell no.
Okay.
I be always watching myself. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not an ignorant person either. You know, if you say what's up to me, like in the bar or something, so I'll say what's up. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But as in, am I gonna walk up on you and trust you to talk to you about anything? Hell no. Shit, I don't know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what this, you know, hell no. You know, I don't know, I guess.
No, I mean, that's what's up. That's smart though. I mean, even if you don't grow up like that, it's like you got to be careful with people.
Definitely.
You know? Yeah, so again, thanks for being on the show, Joe.
I appreciate it.
Thanks
I
for
appreciate it.
sharing, you know, part of your story, and you know, I hope the best for you in the future, and
No, it's gonna be all good. I'm gonna be straight, man.
that's good. You're positive.
Yeah.
You seem to be headed to a better place.
Yeah, definitely am, man. You know, it took me a while to get there, but a day at a time.
Hey, you're doing it.
Yeah, you know, just take it a day at a time. No, that's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah, cool. I got you. Well, then I'm gonna say peace out to the audience. We're gonna wrap this up, and again, thanks, Dro. And that's a wrap.
What you doing on our turf? What you doing on our turf?